cut. Dan, get off the stage for a second. Ivan, come out here. Ivan, man, what's up with Dan dancing around and stuff in my video blog? I don't understand.
Well, we figured since every month you have Kristen and Corey in your blog, we wanted to do something for the ladies. I asked Kristen what she thought we should do, and she told me to have Daniel dance around with spandex on. She said it would be super sexy.
Okay, all right, whatever you want to do, man. All right, well, we'll roll it. Thanks, Dan. That was an awesome introduction, okay? So this month is episode 12 of my video blog, and normally we talk about new features and services of our software and all that cool stuff. And you know, at More Than Rewards, we're always looking for ways to build revenue using our software products. But one of the things that I think that often we forget about is taking care of our employees, because without our employees, let's face it, our business wouldn't be as successful as it is, and we need them to be happy, to be positive, to be motivated, and keep them excited. And so I'm going to share with you what we do at More Than Rewards for our employees, and if you want to copy it for your business, you can do that too. So let's get started. Okay, so at More Than Rewards, everybody is super busy. Everybody has a lot of stuff they need to do, and they don't have a lot of time to do it in. I'm sure the same is true with your business. So in order to keep everybody organized on what they need to do, we've implemented what we call a work order system. And what that is we've created a work order for every task that each employee has to do. And what we do then is we hang those on clipboards outside their cubicles here with the priorities and the information on that work order. So when an employee comes in, they can grab this work order right off their cubicle here, and they can read it and they can see what they need to do. Now, on this work order, you can see, for example, this one is assigned to Josh, and it says create a manual for the Let's Buy Local application. Priority number 1. All right. In addition to having the information about the task here, we also have a quality control check, which means that other employees have to sign off on this work order before it's completed and turned in. Then beyond that, we have some other things that they can do, where we've got something called a free spend date, where they can earn prizes and things like that if they beat the deadline. Or we have total coins up here, where they can earn reward coins just for completing their work on time. I'm going to tell you what those coins are used for in a little bit. All right, once the work order here is completed by our employees, what they do is they come over to the completed work order mailbox, and they take it out, they drop it in the mailbox, okay? And then after they do that, they move on to the next work order that's in their list. All right, a manager then at the end of the week goes through all of these work orders, and they issue them either reward coins or free spend on our Wonder Wheel. And I'll tell you about that in a second. Some of the other things that employees can do is they've got an idea suggestion box, so they can earn rewards. If they've got a great idea that maybe we implement here, we give them rewards for doing that and suggesting ideas for us. Some of the other things we have are the thank you cards and employee praise cards. Now, if you grab one of these little cards here, these are cards that an employee can fill out for each other. And when they do this, they actually earn a token, which is kind of like an award that they place on their desk. And after they collect 12 tokens, they're able to cash those tokens in for days off, or maybe leaving early, or different things like that. And you can actually buy these cards and the tokens from a company called vaudeville.com, which you can see the URL right here. All right, so now I'm going to introduce you an awesome guy who I know and love very much. Come on over here, Bill. This is Bill. He's the keeper of our reward coins. Ooh. All right, so let's take a closer look at our reward coins. You may recognize these things from such places as Showbiz Pizza or Chuck E. Cheese from your youth. I know I used to love those places, still do. You can purchase these reward coins from a website found here. Now you're probably wondering, what the heck do you need these things for? Well, I'll show you. What we did at More Than Rewards is we purchased a series of vending machines and had them calibrated to work with these tokens. You can buy the vending machines pretty cheap from a couple different companies online. We bought our vending machines for right around $1,000 for everything from this company right here. Ta-da! Here's an example of one of the vending machines we got. This thing costed like $500 used from that company that you can still find on the screen right here, all right? But it had a really funky graphic on it from like the 80s or something like that. It looked really weird. So what I did was I had our art director, Ivan Merlin, create a really cool cover for it. Thus, the More Than Rewards Employee Reward Program is born. As you can see on this machine here, it says, "You look kind of thirsty, bub. Ha ha ha. Use your reward tokens wisely, you fools." We have Magneto and other Marvel characters, so if you do work for Marvel, please don't sue us. We use this internally here. So after we created a really cool kind of art design for our soda machine, we then programmed the machine to receive the tokens. And we loaded it up with all kinds of cool sodas, such as Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, Coke, Propel, energy drinks. We've got Red Bull, Arizona iced tea, all kinds of stuff in this machine that it accepts. But instead of money, it takes those magical little reward coins that I showed you earlier. The next thing we did is we bought one of these. It's a snack machine. You can get one of these for right around $500 from that same company that I showed you earlier. Like I said, I think we only paid like $1,000 for both machines. We loaded it up with all kinds of awesome snacks and treats, and then what we did is we programmed this machine to use those same reward coins as well. So it doesn't use real money, it uses the coins. And when you put the coins in here, you can cash those coins out for those prizes. So I don't know if you're getting what we're doing here, but you complete your work orders, you get coins. You use those coins to buy snacks and sodas. So the fun begins. Okay, so now if the snack machines are not enough, we also have the amazing More Than Rewards Wonder Wheel. You can buy one of these things online from a couple different companies. I'll put the websites right here on the screen. So just go to this website on the screen and you can buy these prize wheels that you can spin, and then you can customize the front of them to what you want. What we did is we added a bunch of different prizes on here. Like, for example, we've got $10 gift cards for Amazon. We've got free days off. We've got half days off. Extended lunch breaks, extended breaks. Lunch for the entire office. We've got lunch with me, which is fun. You always got to have fun when you go out to me with lunch. We've even got things like earn a bunch of free reward points or free spins for the entire office. One of the other things we have on here is Rockstar parking spots. I'll show you in a second. In the front of our building, we have dedicated parking spots for our best reward employees, and every month they can win those spots and park in them, which is right in the front of the building. So these are simple ideas that you can do that don't cost a lot of money, but it'll keep your employees happy and motivated. The way our Wonder Wheel works is you have to complete your work order 2 days ahead of schedule. If you meet your work order 2 days ahead of schedule, you get a spin on the Wonder Wheel. So an employee comes over here and they spin it, and I just won a $10 gift card. The crowd goes crazy. So I just won a $10 gift card. You'll notice the other things we have on the board is a little number next to it. Now, what we've done is we've kind of implemented a gaming system as well, because in addition to winning the free thing on the Wonder Wheel, you also get a game piece on our game board, and you get to move ahead one space on the game board. As you can see, right below it, we have a custom game board we've created. What this actually is a whiteboard that we bought from OfficeMax from this website right here on the screen. I think we paid like around $50, and then we did a custom design. Then what we did is we purchased magnetic business cards from Office Depot as well. I think that was like around $10. You can buy those from the URL right here on the screen also. And we printed on a color laser printer little figures of all the employees, and we put them in little costumes. Like, for example, this guy looks to be having the Batman cowl on his head. Okay, the idea with this whole board is that when you win your free spin, you get to move so many spaces on the board. And there's different prizes for the entire office along the way. So some of the prizes that you can win as you progress along the board that we do are free trip to the movies. So the entire office goes to the movies. Here we have Extreme Laser Tag, so we'll take everybody to go play Extreme Laser Tag. We also have trips to the Renaissance Fair on here, to medieval times. We've got things like going to Six Flags, Great America, amusement park. So the idea with the game system is that it encourages your employees to beat their deadline with the work order, move their space along the board, and then by doing that, the whole office benefits from that effort because we take everybody to these extracurricular activities. Now, I'm a huge fan of Craig Ferguson and The Late Late Show. If you don't watch it, you should check it out because he is hilarious. And one of the things that he does at the end of every show is he offers his guests a big cash prize, which is really just a bag of nickels or quarters or something like that. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we actually had a big cash prize for our employees? So I thought, hey, let's make that the last thing on the board, the big cash prize. And what we've done is we've set the board up in such a way that it takes the employees the entire year to get to there. So whichever employee at the end of the year hits the big cash prize at the end, they win that. So here we are outside the More Than Rewards headquarters in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. As you can see, we've got right in the front of the building 2 awesome parking spots, the best parking spots in the spot. The first one is called the Most Elite Employee of the Month. The second one is the Weekly A-Team Bonus Winner, because we call our team the A-Team because, of course, we all love the A-Team. Who doesn't like the A-Team? Hannibal Smith, B.A. Baracus, Face Man. Who are the other guys in the A-Team? Murdoch, I don't know, Howlin' Mad Murdoch. Anyway, the A-Team's awesome, our employees are awesome, why not bring them together? So the way these things work is that every week we have a team meeting, and in that team meeting we roll dice to find out who gets the weekly parking spot, and then every month we roll dice to find out who gets the best parking spot of the month. That way it's fair to everybody. Everybody gets a turn to park in the front of the building. All right, so let's go back inside, come on. So now we're in the lobby of More Than Rewards. One of the biggest things that I used to have a problem with was getting my employees to remember to punch in and out. They just wouldn't either care, remember, I don't know what the reasons were, but it was making it very difficult for me to track when they were in the building and when they weren't. So what I do is I give them reward coins for any employee who works 40 hours a week, which really should be everybody. The way we do that is we put our time clock right here in the lobby, and then at the end of the week, we pull all the reports out of there, and anybody who worked 40 hours gets 10 reward coins just for coming to work. So that's the basics for creating your own reward program for your employees at your business. I hope it helped you out, and you take some of the things from this video and maybe apply it to your company. I guarantee you once you do, you're going to increase the morale of your employees, they're going to love working for you, and you're going to get a lot higher productivity out of everybody.
Employees can earn food, snacks, sodas, and money. Everybody laughs, keeping it funny. Gift cards, vacations, time off and spending. Yeah, my employees are winning. Wonder Wheel, which is kind of like a big price. It's the right price, the wheel. Yeah, if you didn't catch that, man, what's the deal? We just coming to work and not just to chill. Gotta do it for them and do it for you. My work environment is a place for the crew to be cool as the others.